Fix old cameras. Your successful completion of the demonstrated repair ultimately depends on the quality of your tools, the condition of your camera, and most importantly, your repair ability.
And finally, let's disassemble or partially disassemble a Summicron 35. The main reason to take this particular lens apart is because of the existence of a big chunk right in the middle of the lens. The back of the lens is kind of dusty too. Begin by removing the rear spanner ring with an appropriate fitting spanner wrench. When working this close to the lens element, it is imperative that you use controlled, steady, even pressure. One slip would be a disaster. Once the spanner ring is significantly loose, it can be spun the rest of the way out with the point of a curved tweezers. Now the entire focus helical assembly will lift free. Now's a good time to check the focus mechanism for smooth operation. This one's in great shape. We'll move on to the lens assembly. Often firm pressure between the thumb and index finger will allow you to break the back lens group free. If so, you can now spin it off. A quick inspection of the aperture blades before we proceed with disassembly of this rear lens group. The spanner points are even closer to the glass in this application. Again, take great care and steady, even pressure. Pay attention to the orientation and the order of the lenses as you remove them from the group. Take notes if you need to. Make little drawings if that helps. Use an optical recommended microfiber cloth along with a slight amount of lens cleaner or isopropyl alcohol to float any dust particles. Alcohol will also help remove any residual oil that might be on the lens elements. A wooden stick will help position the lens element as you drop it into position. Work around the edges and gently apply pressure until it drops into place. A useful technique when installing a spanner ring of this type is to hold the spanner wrench solid and then spin the entire lens group beneath the spanner wrench until the spanner ring is tightened. Use a light blast of compressed filtered air to remove any remaining dust before dropping the lens group back into place. Be careful not to cross the threads. If you have strength in your fingers and a good grip, finger tight is tight enough. When joining the focus helical assembly with the front assembly, make certain that the orientation is such that when the lens is mounted onto the camera, the alignment is proper. Unlike the poor orientation of this video shot to the position of this lens that we're trying to demonstrate on how to reassemble. Sorry about that. The shot of the lens will be coming back full frame in a moment. There we go. Now note that we use the same reassembly technique by holding the spanner solid and spinning the lens assembly itself. With this technique, you're far less likely to slip. That completes the trifecta on some nice Leica lenses. If, as a photographer, you have a Leica lens or a camera body that you like to use and it needs a little service, don't be intimidated. Go for it. They're not as difficult as you might think.
Thank you for watching. Inspired? Check back for new video postings.